Reflections of a 4-year-old. My story was never told. The innocence lost, sit back, listen, and watch it unfold. My nanai's hand that I held, the first love I'd ever felt. Tearfully she said goodbye, the only time I saw her cry. My sister's brother, Papa, Mama, and I hopped up on a plane to leave the sea and the sand, a journey of 1,000 miles far from our motherland. We left for a better life, but was it? 'Cause it was promised freedom on stolen land, so I assimilated. Until I lost my identity, everything about me I self-hated. My features, my color, my skin, I began to see the difference immigrants dealing with their ignorance. The bills piled up and the debts were high, caught up in that mindset of that post-colonial hype. Reflections of a 9-year-old. My story still left untold. The innocence lost, sit back, listen, and watch it unfold. We left a third world country for the ghetto of Peg City. Food stamps, welfare, minimum wage, no childcare. This wasn't the dream, but I guess someday we'll get there. An upgrade was a single bedroom apartment for 6. Now, throw my sister's teenage pregnancy in the mix. My older cousin touching me, tainting me. God, it's so belittling. A sprinkle of racism and a dash of bullying. These are the ingredients for a better life, right? But Ceniza, don't complain, just shut up and sit tight. So young, I became bitter. Holding my nephew, watching my sister, with her back up against the wall as her baby daddy starts to hit her. Reflections of a 16-year-old. My story remains untold. The innocence lost, sit back, listen, and watch it unfold. After school special surprise, my mother came to apologize. I'm sorry, she said. Your nanay in the Philippines is gone. She died. In the midst of feeling worthless, tell me life is really worth this, they called me ugly. High school kids throwing me shade. Laid out the foundations that perfectly made a rebel out of me. Skipping school, stealing cars, my mother all up in my face with her verbal scars, drug dealings in the basement, blood spilled on the pavement. On top of it all, I got the call that initiated the beginning of my fall. Your sister is on life support. Hurry, get to the airport. She's not gonna make it, so take the next flight. She's brain dead, she's losing the fight. I watched as her children walked up to her casket. The memories lost the grief, I had to mask it. Suppressed it, disguised it with shame, choked up looking for someone to blame. January 27th, my mother gave birth to her pain. Broken children became broken adults. Raising children based on insults. As she told me in the worst way that she never wanted me in the first place. As Papa's hand beat across my face, I got a bitter taste of grief's ugly head. I was breathing, but inside I was dead. Then my brother had the audacity to come up and ask of me, Ceniza, your careless days are done. After he was the one who went to jail, then left his own son. He said, cut the fun, work for funds, your niece and nephew need you now. Take care of them, don't ask me how. Take care of our sister, our father, and our mother too, but no one asked, Ceniza, who's looking out for you? So for years, I held a loaded gun. That trigger weighed 1,000 tons. I held my own, didn't ask for none. As you spit your privilege, I bite my tongue. There was no one-up, no come-up for me. No silver spoon, but here's a rosary to pray to a God shoved down in my ancestry. A bloodline of oppression inherited through my family tree. So God, who was looking out for me? Did anyone want to hold her up? Did no one want to fill her cup? She had no one but her. And when forgiveness never came, suddenly their butt hurt? Fuck, cry me a river. For the time you never gave her. The neglect only made her that much stronger to pave her own way into the water and out of the sand, yet another product, but never a victim of circumstance. Ceniza means ashes in Spanish. So from ashes to ashes and dusk until dawn. Through the pain I was birthed, but I am reborn. A rose that grew from concrete like Machiavelli, a beauty with thorns. Let me mourn these losses and this tragedy, to live out this trajectory of this heavy life God's asked of me, because the freedom never came for free, and that's poetic irony. Though life at times is tragic, I find beauty in the ashes. Reflections of a story now told, but I am rewritten, so watch it unfold.